Yay, got it in the right order this morning. Good morning, everyone. It is me. I'm Ros Boundy Psychic Medium. Yay, got it in the right order. Shit, except for muting the iPad. Oh well, can't have everything perfect, can we? Or can we? It's good morning to Nat. Good morning, and how are you? We've got Veronica. You've been waiting there for a little bit. I saw it out the corner of my eye as I was getting the iPad ready. So good morning to Connie as well. Lovely to have you here. No singing today. No, that was by accident yesterday. I'm a little bit embarrassed about my voice. I just like using it for the vibrations that you feel. It feels good to sing. Good morning, Keza. Lovely to have you here too. And we are streaming to my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, the mytimetv.live page, and the card reading group, and also to the Body Soul app. So there we go. Oh, you loved it. Oh, thank you. Don't know that I could do it deliberately. I think I'd sound croaky or something. Ugh. Yeah, anyway, we'll see. Only 8 beds today, Keza. Oh, well, at least that's a bit easier on you. So it's lovely to have you all here. And to those who may be watching in replay, welcome that you've decided to join and spend a bit of time with you and your spirit team. The connections that you make as we're going to move into looking at the cards today. So for today as well. So tap into your, just ask them to come in to give you the messages that are needed from what the cards have given, as far as that spread today goes. We all have psychic abilities, It's just that we like to label them. Just experience that connection that is coming from your heart to what is that inner expression in that spirituality, spiritual connection with the spirits, the angels, in whatever way that you're going to receive those signs and messages. So be ready to listen though. And it is a general card spread reading for any that come in from now on. Like, it is a general card spread reading. It is not for individual card pulls. And I know that people come in after I've said all that. So I'll have to explain it again if that's necessary. And good morning to you, who is the Facebook user. Now, this is the one. Do click on that link that's in the comments in the group one, especially the card reading group. That'll give permission for your name and avatar to be seen. And we've got Sarah has just joined. Beautiful friend. Oh, thank you. You're a beautiful friend too. So much talent there. That was the group. That was the comment that I was showing. You need to tap that one, the frequently asked question, Be Live. It actually just gives you the permission to have your name, gives Be Live permission to pick up your name through Facebook. Anyway, however it does it. It's Caitlin. Good morning, Caitlin. Can you actually click on that link, or does it not let you? It's no biggie at all. So, shifting over to the cards, here we go. Oh my, that looks a bit greenish this morning. Very different light right at the moment. And here we go. Whoopsie, I nearly cancelled out my Body Soul app there. Takes a bit of time for the focus to come into the other device from the look of it. Here we are with our card spread, and we have the rooster as the extra, and here we've got the owl. I like to read them in this order because I like to put the owl out to uncrowd a little bit. Bit of a blop on there. Doesn't matter. Today I choose joy, and I do. Every morning I choose joy. But it's nice to have that reminder through the cards, isn't it? And really feeling that energy of just being that little bit different and quirky too. Because do we deliberately do that? We just be who we are. Be who you are and choose joy as part of it. And we've got this deck is the Inner Soul Oracle Guidance deck. Hang on, Inner Soul Guidance Oracle deck. I did say that round the wrong way, didn't I? So there we go. So that's the one from Leanne and Deb who've created that. And here we go. What chose itself? What I have chosen is the rooster. Beware of the ego at play and take charge. So it really is, you know, those moments in the day where you feel like your ego is really taking charge, tell it off. Give it a bit of a swift kick up the pants. But we do need ego for our own self-protection, though. When you go into that, you do realise that it's part and parcel of who we are. So that's that beautiful card and the gorgeous gold gilding colours there. It's beautiful, isn't it? Which is interesting because that is actually the lifting, that's a bit the contrast of what we have in these cards here with the blue cooler colours, and we've got that warm glow of the reds and oranges there. And here we are. Kez has noticed, yes, the fish in the same spot as of yesterday, exactly. And yes, it's always quirky, best to be. Good one. I think it just shows our individuality, and really we're just being who we are, so keep on with it. Right, here we are with our bear card first in the home space, and that beautiful polar bear in the icy waters with that gorgeous crystal castle-y look in the back. I really enjoy seeing this one because it does remind me of a movie I watched with the kids many, many, many years ago, where it certainly was a princess in front of, on her throne in a crystal castle. I think it was The Never-Ending Story, actually. One of my favourites. And here we go, the fish are in the workspace again. We've got the cross in the third position of the unexpected, so that's an interesting card to have there. We've got the ship in our role, that fourth card position, and right in the centre we've got the older, wiser woman. So it is the more sage aspect of the feminine, and that's in the centre, the outcome card. So here we are with that bear in our home space. It brings out that nurturing energy, that hard work that is part of keeping a home, creating a home. It's not easy work, and so much of it goes on under the waterline that we are, you know, really paddling, and many others in our family space don't actually see that level of how much we're working at what we're doing and keeping things organised, logistics around children and schools and work patterns, you know, getting ready for work, all of that type of thing. Those of you who are in that space will understand this. And it is just, it's part of what is the natural realm for a bear to get the work done and not necessarily being seen fully in how that work is done. So keep working at it, keep moving through your day in that home space with that, well, the energy of the bear, that it's not necessarily that you have to be acknowledged all the time is what I'm feeling with the message from this one, that it really is just being in that space of knowing that you're doing something worthwhile, that it's stuff that needs to be done, and it's with the owl card combined, I choose joy. So bring in the joyfulness of what you're doing through the day in your home space, okay? So, oh, good morning, Michaela. Just saw you popping in. Lovely to see you there. And then we're moving across to the fish. If you were watching yesterday, you know that that's bringing in abundance, and it's going to be continuing today. So we've got that trend continuing. I like to see where they are in the same place occasionally, because then we know, oh, good, I can keep on with that same energy. And it might have a tiny little shift, a little change of direction, as the schools of fish can do. But it's in teamwork. There's going to be that absolute ease of cooperation with each other as a team is what I'm feeling with this one today. So get those projects continuing, moving through, and bringing in that abundance. The cross in the unexpected is going to, yes, it is. It is, Michaela, the abundant fish. So with the cross in there, it's also that synchronicity of, you know, having that trust. We need to be trusting in each space and place, whether it's the home space or the workspace with the cross. It's having faith and knowing that all things are as they're meant to be. And at some point in the day, it could be that there is that need for trusting yourself specifically. And if you've got a work meeting on through the day today, Michaela, exactly. Trust that you're moving into that work meeting and everything will be on that positive level of bringing in more of that joy that you're choosing, because you have that intent that it's actually going to be a really good meeting. And for anything that you're doing in your home space, it's going to be that really good and as it is meant to be factor. Being, it is stepping across. What came to mind was the Indiana Jones movie where he stepped across what was that chasm. He had to trust, he had to step out in faith, he had to just take it, do it. And I think that's where you feel that sense today, take that step. You're late, Renna. Yes, you are. Well, yes, you might need to replay. Although I'm sure by now you can get the drift of what the cards are saying today. Bit of hard work in the home space, abundance there, trusting, and now we're down into our space of our role. So this is the ship, so it's being able to be flexible. In this depiction of the ship, it's actually an airship type of thing, not like the old Hindenburgs and stuff like that. As you can see, it's an old style of, I should actually look up what type of mast structure this is, because there's different labels on the ships, even of those buccaneering type days, the sail ships, but it's in the air. So we've got the flexibility of all forms of being able to move around in this one today. So that's what I'm feeling with it. Not that we're going to take our time, although a ship is a slower vehicle, slower method of moving around. So just take your time, enjoy that process of traveling through your day. You don't have to rush through it like the speed bullet train or anything like that. We're actually taking our time. And I like the connection because it's the rooster I'm just seeing the rooster looking at the ship. It just feels like that bird of flight. Do roosters? Yeah, they do. They can fly, but only for short distances. But it is that slower form of doing and being. So take the time to appreciate and nut out first what steps you're taking. Why? Because you do, when you're sailing a course, you are actually plotting and gauging the variables like the direction of the wind, the strength of the wind, what destination you have as to whether you've got to tack a lot of times or whether you've got a clear run with, a run of the wind on one direction, all sorts of different things. So just take your time and really feel that movement wherever it is you're going in your day, and decide and then do. Like the cross card, taking that leap of faith. Once you've decided what you're doing, what your role is, go and do it. Really set forward into that step of doing, because it's a doing as much as even the bear card's a work card. So as we're settling in then into our outcome, the end of the day, what is it in our day? It's that contemplation of, I think it is a bit of a reflection looking back at what has the day really taught you. Have I done all the things that I would like to do? You can see that she's actually facing towards the fish, the movement together as an energy that is, we are one, but we are in the wholeness of what humanity is, or the school of fish, or community or family in our home space. It's all of that, and really working together. It's almost the sense I'm getting of being a matriarch and that guiding force of what is for family and for our workspace. It's that more mature, the feminine energy, that nurturing from a place of wisdom, not just knowledge, even with that contribution to work and the home space. So it's got a very nice, comfortable completion to the day is what I'm trying to say there. So really feeling into that, it just feels like a fluidity in how we are moving. We've got the 2 watery environments, water-based environments, as far as where the bear is being depicted. The fish certainly don't live on the land, and this ship can be on water or in air from how it's depicted. So just a beautiful flowing again in our day to day. So certainly bring it forward for yourselves and work through what you need to. Take those considered, actions with the fact that we've got the ship there in our energies today. So consider first and then allow that flow to take us through to that action. And speaking of action, I'm just going to pop in my links for the readings, reading choices. Oh, because I've got it like that. I forgot I had that like that. How did I have the cards to start with? No, that was one screen. It's all right. It's all right. There's the cards. That's the 60-minute read. The $60 reading is for 30 minutes, so half an hour. And then we've got the hour is $120. So you'll see those links there if you feel that you're needing to have extra time with me as far as more detailed readings. And it's not just cards, but certainly I have fun with the tools that I use. So there's the link there, or with what you've got in the chats now. And there's the one for the Buy Me a Coffee. And that's just, you can buy me a coffee. I've got that choice, or some other little mini reading type styles. So look, it's all as you need to move through your day and gaining guidance from others. Do consider what your spiritual team is helping you along with as well, in that, as being part of that guidance, because sometimes you can feel that the gut feeling of something doesn't quite feel right. Ask your spirit team, what about this am I meant to be learning? What am I meant to be deciding? And that's where that energy of the ship may be what's coming in, and that energy of the cross, the top and the bottom of it. Look at those, feel into how you're moving through your day with making those choices. And if something doesn't feel right, trust your inner sense around what you are needing to move forward with, and learn to say no when it's necessary, and all of those things. Take the steps that you're going to trust within yourself. Okay. So, and the bear has been in quite a few spreads lately. It has, hasn't it, Sarah? So very strong card, as we can see that bears are when you look at those grizzly movies. Ooh, they're a big bear. Thank you to you too, Sarah, for being here. And Georgina, it is a general card spread reading. You need to go and watch the full replay and gain what messaging you need to receive from the card spread for you. Okay, that's the way that this morning reading session goes. It's not as a general cards. It's not as a card pull individual session. It is general cards for everyone. And thank you, Michaela, and also thank you to you, Rena. And Veronica, thank you. Lovely reading as always. Have a lovely day. And you're going to try to relax after a busy day yesterday. Oh, for your birthday, was it? So happy birthday. It's lovely to have our solar returns. Good stuff. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you, everyone, so much for being here. Certainly don't forget to reach out if you need to for a more individualised reading for yourselves. And, thank you, Connie, and to everyone. The card reading, the general card readings you can have, Georgina, this is it, that what has been. You'll need to wait till this finishes rendering as the recorded video so you can watch it again. Watch from the start, ask your spiritual guidance to connect in with you and give you the messages as I'm moving through the cards. Or you may be able to read them for yourself, and which of the cards does your eye go to first, and use that as your focus for the day. There's many ways to take in messages from readings. And thank you all. Have a lovely day. It is the 22nd of February 2022. All of the twos. So, yes, a big day. Thank you for that and that reminder too, Connie, because I hadn't remembered that. There we go. And Sarah's also putting that there too. It is. So special day at 2:22. It's 22 on the 222. I'll just go toot toot. Let's leave it at that. Keep being the best you that you can be. And until tomorrow, namaste.